Well, I have some new educational tools, I'll call them. Certainly the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, goes into thousands of failed medical theories per century over, since 5, 6, 7, 8,000 years ago during the days of the Egyptian pharaohs. Every century there's been thousands of failed medical theories. In the 20th century and 21st century are no different. One of the biggest ones, of course, is genetics, and that's why the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, and then the DVD, Somebody Should Go to Jail, or somebody needs to go to jail, and then the CD, Public Enemy Number 1. Well, arthritis is not genetic. Arthritis is just a simple mineral deficiency disease resulting in, as your cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between your vertebrae and vertebrae begin to let loose of the raw materials, because everything wants to shed, just like you shed hair and so forth. You shed little skin flakes. You shed minerals too. Okay, unless you're replacing them, you get deficiency diseases. So we came up with the 90 essential nutrients, 16 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 essential amino acids, 3 fatty acids, and they're designed to support and promote the maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between the vertebrae, bone makeshift bone itself. And 99.9% of the time, you do not need knee replacement, hip replacement, shoulder replacement, finger joint replacements. Okay, you don't need those things. Tell your doctor you're going to delay surgery for 90 to 120, 3 months to 4 months, and try the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. You tell me in 90 days whether it helps you or not. And then, of course, heart disease. There's not a single heart disease that is caused by genetics or cholesterol. Congestive heart failure is caused by a deficiency of a single vitamin. We've known that for 300 years. Cardiomyopathy heart disease, I'm an expert in that one, done 1,700 autopsies on kids under the age of 10 that died of that one. Cardiomyopathy heart disease caused by a deficiency of a single mineral. And then there's coronary artery disease. That's not caused by cholesterol or genetics. That's actually caused by inflammation, caused by eating fried foods, processed meats, oils, and gluten. And then high blood pressure is not genetic. Even in the African-American community, even though doctors will test genetic, it's not. High blood pressure can be due to certainly PAD, peripheral artery disease, where the arteries are getting smaller because they're getting plugged from inflammation, not from cholesterol, but from inflammation. And could have kidney disease, which is not caused by anything wrong with the kidney, but again, the arteries that deliver the dirty blood in the filter unit are getting plugged because of inflammation, eating fried foods, processed meats, and oils. Type 2 diabetes is not genetic. Type 2 diabetes is a simple deficiency of a single mineral. We've known that for 70 years. I can make your church family type 2 diabetes free in 2 months or less. I can make your city, your county, your state, your country diabetes free in 2 months or less, just with the 90 essential nutrients. A little bit of extra, the secret sauce, okay? And that will support and promote healthy blood sugar levels, support and promote healthy carbohydrate, sugar, and fat metabolism at the cellular level. And then obesity. Oh, there's a failed one. It certainly has nothing to do with genetics, has nothing to do with eating too much or lack of exercise. Obesity is due to a deficiency of a single nutritional group, so to speak. And there's one of those nutrients in that group. If you're deficient in them, you're going to be a 400, 600, 800-pound person. Okay? Now, the nice thing about this is, when you read the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the DVD, listen to the DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and then the CD, Public Enemy Number 1, you'll learn all the formulas for this, okay? If you want more information, of course, call your local regional longevity associate. Again, arthritis is not genetic. Simple mineral deficiencies. Heart disease is not genetic. Can be due to eating inflammatory foods. Can be eating or having a deficiency of vitamins or minerals. Okay, you could, if you have a thrombotic coronary thrombosis, where you get a blood clot in the coronary artery, is not caused by cholesterol or genetics. That is caused by a deficiency of the omega-3 essential fatty acids. Type 2 diabetes, we've known for 300 years, 70 years on diabetes. 70 years is a simple mineral deficiency. High blood pressure is due to mineral deficiencies, and obesity is due to nutritional deficiencies. Has nothing to do with lack of exercise or eating too much. Now, all of these things are written up in great detail in the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, discussed completely in the DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and then in the CD, Public Enemy Number 1. We have these programs. They're prepackaged programs for over 900 different diseases. That's right. You supplement with the 90 essential nutrients. We'll teach you how to deal with over 900 different diseases using vitamins and minerals and trace minerals and rare earths, amino acids, fatty acids, herbs, and aromatherapy oils. Most people, 99.9% of the people, don't need joint replacements. Most people don't need kidney transplants. Most people who have type 2 diabetes, which makes up 98% of the diabetic population, usually within weeks or months, they're able to wean themselves off their medication because as their blood sugar comes down, their A1C hemoglobin comes down, their doctor has taught them what to do with their diet and their medication. And so why shouldn't you get the benefit of all this knowledge? Okay? Let's give your doctor the benefit of the doubt and just assume he or she is ignorant. Because if they know what I'm sharing with you, if they know this stuff, and I mean, I know it, I've written many books on it, written many scientific articles on it. If they know what I know, and they're telling you all this is genetic, they need to go to jail. Okay? But if they're ignorant, we'll just give them the benefit of the doubt and assume they're ignorant. Okay? Because everybody loves their doctor, right? So hang on. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
You may have heard about the 90 essential nutrients or the Mighty 90 needed for good health. But with all the products out there, what exactly are they talking about? The Mighty 90 is 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 60 plant-derived minerals, and 2 essential fatty acids. So now you know. But with all the products you see and hear advertised, what exactly do you buy to come up with the Mighty 90 and the right ratios to promote good health? Longevity has made it easy with the Healthy Start Pack, which contains 1 canister of Beyond Tangy Tangerine Vitamin and Plant-Derived Mineral Complex, 1 bottle of Bone and Joint Enriching OsteoFX Plus, and 1 bottle of EFA Plus Essential Fatty Acids, all in the proper ratios to promote good health and vitality. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or the metabolic syndrome, and you're tired of seeing your blood glucose levels rise and fall like a ship on the ocean, but you don't want to take those drugs the rest of your life, Longevity has an alternative. A product called Sweeties has been developed just for you. Used as part of your regular diet, Sweeties helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels, a formulation specially designed to nutritionally assist your body with the regulation of your blood sugar level. Sweeties supports healthy glucose metabolism because it's fortified with aspartic acid, chromium, and vanadium, all to help you promote healthy blood sugar levels. If you want to get off those drugs and control your blood sugar metabolism naturally, try Longevity's Sweeties product. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
I thought we'd talk a bit about exercise. We now have a study out that contends that even a light amount of exercise can be beneficial for your health. This Fox News story is headlined, "Even a little walking can improve your health," study suggests. So you want to reduce your risk of dying at a young age, try walking casually for as little as 2 minutes per hour. It is well known that intense exercise can get you fitter, and a new study has found that even a little exercise can go a long way. Participants traded time on the sofa for a total of 30 minutes of walking during the day, reducing their risk of dying over a 3-year period by 33%. And there were some people in the study that were had a chronic kidney disease, and those people reduced their risk of 40%. This was all published in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology. The Physical Activity Guidelines for Americans, a complement to the government's diet guidelines, recommends that people do at least 75 minutes of high-intensity aerobic physical activity a week, or 150 minutes of moderate intensive activity, such as brisk walking, and all to reduce the risk of obesity, diabetes, and other chronic diseases. In the new study, they said that they knew that they wanted to find the minimum threshold, the lowest amount of physical activity that can still prove to have health benefits. And this is from a Dr. Medu, a kidney specialist at the University of Utah School of Medicine. He's quoted as saying, "We know prolonged sitting is associated with poor health. This study has specifically looked at what intensity of activity should be used to replace sedentary activity." And of course, that may sound like an oxymoron, but sedentary is an active choice to indulge in activities that barely raise the energy expenditure above basal metabolic rate. Threshold of intensity appears to be low. They found that light intensity activities such as casual walking are beneficial in contrast to activities that are low intensity, such as standing at a desk and writing. That doesn't provide any meaningful health benefits. Colleagues at the University of Utah and the University of Colorado used information from the National Health Nutrition Examination Survey. It includes data collected from the accelerometer, a device that measures motion, and enabled researchers to study the activities of more than 3,600 adults that represented the U.S. general population, including 383 with chronic kidney disease. Over the course of 3 years of the study, they found 137 died as a result of various causes. You say positive effects of exercise could be seen down to the level of 30 minutes per day of any kind of light activity. And then they get into some of the studies that have found that sedentary lifestyle can increase your risk of dying at a younger age. So there you go, Doc. A little walking can go a long way. So if you just probably walk down the street and talk to some of your longevity buddies.
Yeah, turn around and walk back home. There you go.
There you go.
But there's a caveat. If you're going to exercise, remember the average lifespan of professional athlete is 62, except for football players is 51. There's never been a professional athlete ever lived to be 100, and they're getting paid to exercise and do it right and have personal trainers and dietitians and all kinds of stuff. So if you're going to exercise, what you want to do is be sure to take the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, right, to make sure you're getting all the raw materials to support and promote maintenance, repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone makes your bone itself. And then you throw in the Rebound, the only sports drink out there that has more than 6 nutrients. Gatorade has 2, Powerade has 6, and Rebound has 100 nutrients. If you have somebody you love who's exercising and sweating, remember, sweat's not water. It's a soup of everything floating around your blood. And so if you want to save the people you love, I'd give them Rebound. 100 nutrients, Rebound, you got to be kidding me. Thank you, Doug. Super information. Well, stick with us. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
When you perspire, working or playing, your body is losing more than just water. That's why it tastes salty. But what you're sweating out is more than just salt and potassium, as some sports drinks will have you believe. One of the most well-known sports drinks only has 2 nutrients, and it's loaded with sugar. Some have a mineral or 2 with a couple of vitamins. Longevity's exceptional sports drink, Rebound FX, is chock full of cancer-fighting antioxidants, a full spectrum of vitamins, plant-derived minerals, and herbs. Rebound FX is a highly absorbable liquid supplement that gives you quick, sustained energy. Rebound FX supports cardiovascular health, immune health, and boosts stamina and energy. Don't short yourself during and after your workout with just a couple of nutrients. Drink Longevity's Rebound FX for optimal health. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Longevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufactured manufacturers. If you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Capitola, California. And Kat, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Kat, you're on the air.
Hey, Doc Wallach, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. How can we help you?
I'm calling about my sister, Sandy. I just saw her last week for the first time in 20 years, and she's very excited about all of longevity, and she wants to get healthy. She weighs 190 pounds, 5'8", pre-diabetic, on simvastatin for cholesterol, mood swings, stress, eczema.
Okay, stress and mood swings. Okay, got it. All right, this is a Shar thing. Shar, what's going on here? Kate's sister is a pre-diabetic, has eczema. Do you know what her cholesterol is, Kat?
I don't, but they have her. They had her on simvastatin.
Yeah, she got to get off the statin drugs. Okay, but the eczema, the stress, the pre-diabetes, what's going on here, Shar?
Well, the eczema, she's got a gluten intolerance, definitely.
Absolutely. And so what would you give her for her pre-diabetes, and her stress and all that kind of stuff? Also, what would you do about her weight? 5'8" for a woman, I'd like to see her weigh maybe 155, 160. And so she needs to lose 30, 40 pounds here. What would you do for her and all these things?
I would give her 2 healthy blood sugar packs, and I would give her a bottle of de-stress. And for the weight, I would give her the ASAP.
Okay, and a gluten-free diet, right?
Of course.
Yeah, none of the bad stuff. And Shar gets an A+ there. That's exactly right. None of the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats or nitrates, nitrites, no oils, no olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, salad dressing, cooking oils. Absolutely no sugar, no dried fruit, no fresh fruit, no fruit juices, because she can get all the stuff she needs from fruit out of vegetables without the sugar stuff. And she needs to take her fasting blood sugar every morning prior to medicating herself, because as her blood sugar drops, and it will on the 2 healthy blood sugar packs, as Shar said, we want to, and she'll have to stay on 2 of everything, even getting her down to 160 pounds. She's closer to 200 pounds than she is 100 pounds, so she'll have to stay on 2 of everything. And again, sugar stuff going up and down is often associated with anxiety attacks and mood swings, that sort of stuff. How old is your sister, Kate? Or
She's
Kat, excuse me.
65.
65?
And I'm wondering about Sweeties. Yeah, 55.
Yeah, well, the Sweeties is part of the healthy blood sugar pack, so 2 of those she can get 3 twice a day, okay, because you'll get 2 kits of the healthy blood sugar packs. The Sweeties comes with that, so she'd take 3 Sweeties twice a day. And again, usually within 48 to 72 hours, you should see a recognizable drop in blood sugar. If it doesn't drop within 48 to 72 hours, guess what? She's not absorbing, and that goes along with the gluten intolerance. The fact that she has eczema, the fact that she has diabetes, and she has cholesterol issues. Remember, cholesterol is not a boogeyman. We do not want to lower cholesterol. I don't care if it's 250, 270, 300. Okay, we do not want to lower cholesterol below 200, so no statin drugs. Get her off of that. Call us every couple of weeks. Let us know her blood sugar levels, blood pressure, etc. Wait. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit goberkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy. Positive results from satisfied customers of Heart and Body Extract continue to pour into our website, hbextract.com.
This is Al from New Jersey. One day I saw your ad for Heart and Body Extract, and it mentioned that it would help me with angina, so I decided to order. I figure I had nothing to lose.
Heart and Body Extract supplies your body with everything it needs to balance itself and maintain optimal heart and circulatory health with no negative side effects.
I took the formula 3 times a day as directed, and I kid you not, within 4 days my angina pain was completely gone.
Order HB Extract by calling 866-295-5305 or online at hbextract.com. That's 866-295-5305 or hbextract.com.
I could not believe it actually stopped the pain. Heart and Body Extract actually works. This is just an amazing product. Even the numbness in my hands is completely gone.
Heart and Body Extract for a long and healthy life.
Attention taxpayers! If you've received a notice from the IRS or state, do not ignore it. It's also a big mistake to try and handle your tax problem on your own. If you owe back taxes, it's a fact that the government has the power to take everything you own, including your home, business, wages, savings, and your freedom. But here's the good news. There's a special toll-free tax hotline set up especially for you. This tax hotline will tell you about new programs that are geared to help you dramatically settle, reduce, or eliminate what you owe. But you have to call now. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone. But call 877-345-7645. That's 877-345-7645. When you call, you get free information on how you can reduce or eliminate back taxes, including penalties and interest. You can also be helped if you have unfiled returns, a tax lien, wage garnishment, bank levy, or if you've been entered into a payment plan but can't make the payments. Don't make the big mistake in thinking you can ignore or handle your tax problem on your own. You can stop the collection process immediately at 1-877-345-7645. That's 1-877-345-7645. 1-877-345-7645.
All right, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Texas. And Bob, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Bob, you're on the air.
Hi, doctor. I went on a juice-only fast for 2 months. I lost 70 pounds. I have not had an RAX episode in a year and a half. Could all the toxins being dumped into my body so quickly be causing the worst RA episode I have ever had?
Are you talking? When you say RA, you're talking about rheumatoid arthritis?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have to appreciate that rheumatoid arthritis has 2 features. One is a kind of a bone-to-bone arthritis piece, and then there's a secondary infection with a bug called mycoplasma. And when you go on a juice fast, you're certainly going to detoxify, and you're certainly going to lose some pounds, but you're also going to deplete yourself of nutrients. Okay. And the fact that, remember, that the bone-to-bone arthritis piece of rheumatoid arthritis is due to mineral deficiency. So what do you weigh, Bob?
I weigh 211 right now.
And how tall are you, sir?
5'10".
Okay. I'd like to see about 185, and so maybe 25 pounds you could afford to lose. But you did a good job losing the weight you did. Okay, so that's kudos for that. So you have to be applauded for what you did, but now we have to deal with some of the side effects of what you did, okay? Because you were not supplementing with the 90 essential nutrients when you did the juice fast. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So, Shar, what would you do for Bob? Now he's got rheumatoid arthritis, and he's got some discomfort, flare-ups in his knees and so forth, joints with RA, rheumatoid arthritis. What would you do for him at 211 pounds?
I would give him 2 healthy bone and joint packs, and I'd also give him the killer biotic.
Why would you give him the killer biotic?
To kill the bug.
Okay, the mycoplasma that is actually the cause of the infection part of rheumatoid arthritis. Very, very good. And so, as Shar says here, Bob, get rid of all the bad stuff. Get rid of all the inflammatory things. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, brown, and oats for absorption. But I do want you to eat high-quality proteins, eggs. Again, not fried, not cooked in oils. They can be poached. I had 4 poached eggs this morning for breakfast and some cheese and vegetables. What a great breakfast. okay, and all my supplements. And so, as Shar said, you need 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. That would be 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and 15 glucogel a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. All that will be accomplished by the 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. It'll also give you 2 bottles of the CM cream you can apply topically to the tender joints that ache or give you pain. Usually within 10-15 minutes, you can expect dramatic pain relief. Don't forget, I would also throw in, as Shar said, because you have the rheumatoid arthritis, the Killer Body. Get you 2 bottles a month. You can take 3 of those twice a day. The 8 herbs in there support your immune system, and 2 of them actually have antimicrobial properties and kill bugs, as Shar says. Call us every couple of weeks. Let us know how you're doing. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and want to try longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we will see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember the phone number. Again, it's 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Normal blood pressure, naturally. How would that make you feel?
I'm Don from New Mexico. January of 2000, I had a heart attack. Then my real health began going downhill, and I had high blood pressure, high blood sugar, poor vision, and I really wasn't sleeping well. I was a mess, pretty much.
Don reports dramatic improvements with Heart and Body Extract.
I started taking Heart and Body Extract, and from within a few days, I started sleeping a lot better. My blood pressure normalized, my blood sugar normalized, and my sleep really did improve.
Experience these benefits and more when your body gets what it needs with the assistance of Heart and Body Extract. Order at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305. That's hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305.
And folks, I did not expect this at all. By the 7th, 8th, and 9th day, I saw dramatic improvements from taking Heart and Body Extract.
Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
Let's head to Oklahoma, and LaFonda, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, LaFonda, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How can I help you?
I apologize because I'm recuperating from strep and I've got bronchitis, but I have a whole slew of different things that's been plaguing me for a long time.
Okay, well, give me the list. Hello?
Hello?
You got to go faster. Give me the list of things that have been plaguing you.
I have hydronephrosis of the kidneys, nephritis. I have polyneuropathy, and I have abdominal pains that they're not sure what's causing that. They think I could possibly have MS, and I have a few other problems with joints and stuff like that from damages from them.
Okay, how much do you weigh, LaFonta?
I weigh about 219 now.
219, and how tall are you?
I'm 5'8.5".
Okay, what was your highest weight at your peak weight?
Pardon me?
What was your highest weight at your peak weight?
My highest was roughly maybe 236.
Okay. Do you have any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea?
No.
You ever had any asthma as a kid, or just chronic bronchitis, or?
No, in fact, bronchitis is just something that I've contracted this week.
Okay. Yeah, at 5'8" for a lady, I'd like to see you weigh 165, 170, so let's say 30, 20. You need to lose 50, 60 pounds. And Char, what would you do? This is a Char thing. What would you do for a lady? She's got kidney problems. She got neuropathy. And I'm assuming the neuropathy is in your legs and feet and your hands, or just your legs and your feet? What?
On my legs and my arms.
Okay, legs and your arms. And She has abdominal pain, which the doctors can't figure out. You know what's causing her abdominal pain, Shar?
Well, probably, gas and stuff, I would imagine.
Well, what would cause digestive problems? Constipation, diarrhea?
Well, it could be gluten intolerance.
Well, there you go. I think you've hit the nail right on the head. Whenever you have all these different diseases, you got abdominal pain. Did that translate into constipation or diarrhea, LaFonta?
No.
Okay, you had 2-3 regular bowel movements a day?
I had diagnosed with gallstones.
Okay, gallstones. Okay, yeah. Gallbladder gets a lot of blame for that, but actually gallbladder is an innocent little bag. Gallstones are formed in your liver because it doesn't have enough nutrition to deal with the cholesterol. Gallstones are almost 100% cholesterol. Kidney stones are almost 100% calcium. MS, did they do a CAT scan or an MRI of your head?
Yeah, and I don't have kidney stones. I have hydronephrosis.
I understand that. I'm just giving you an example. Did they do a CAT scan or an MRI of your head?
No, not yet.
Yeah, well, they need to, and they'll tell instantly if you have MS. Okay, what would you do for this gal, Shar? Let's assume she's got the gluten intolerance and the belly pain is associated with that. She's got gallbladder problems, joint problems, neuropathy, which goes along with the joint problems. Do you have back problems?
A lower back, but they think I may have some fractures in it.
I'm sorry, may have what?
Fractures.
I'm still missing that.
Fractures or a hernia.
Oh, fractures. Okay, fractures. I got you. Fractures. Okay. Okay, Shar, what would you do for a 200-pound woman that has all this stuff going on? What would you do for her?
Well, first of all, she's got to get on a gluten-free diet. That's very important.
Yep.
And I think with all the problems with the bones and everything, I think I'd give her 2 healthy bone and joint packs, but I would add Ultimate Daily to that so she could improve her circulation.
You've hit her kidneys, exactly right. And I'd also throw in some extra selenium because the liver is making all these gallstones.
Right.
And so I'd throw in some extra selenium. So here we go. Good. Well done, Shar. Okay. LaFonta, you got to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates, nitrites, no oils, absolutely no olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, salad dressing, cooking oils, no gluten, no wheat, no barley, rye, and oats. Everybody in the household, the dog, the cat, the bird, the fish, spouse, mother-in-law, kids, everybody in the household has got to be gluten-free because of cross-contamination, the food preparation service, the laundry, etc. Then, Shar said I'd have you take 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. 1 full dose of everything twice a day except for the glucogel, 15 a day, 5 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Because you have liver stuff going on, gallbladder, I'd also have it take 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Selenium, 3 selenium at breakfast, 3 at dinner time. And let's see here, because of the MS stuff going on, I would also, the Ultimate Daily tablets for kidney problems. You want the circulation stuff going on, check your blood pressure. I'd have you take 9 of the Ultimate Daily tablets a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner. That'll be 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily, and that's to support and promote healthy blood pressure, to support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries. And you can expect a recognizable benefit in the low back problems, even fractures, joint problems, peripheral neuropathies in the hands and the feet, okay? And because of the 2 healthy bone and joint packs, you're going to support and promote healthy maintenance and repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone, makes it bone itself. And then the chronic bronchitis and the, let's see here, the chronic bronchitis and the belly pain, you should go away with the gluten-free diet. Wouldn't hurt to throw in 2 of the Ultimate Enzymes, 2 minutes before each meal, a couple ounces of water. That would be 1 bottle a month of the Ultimate Enzymes. And as soon as you get the CAT scan or MRI in your head, call us back and let us know if you have MS. They'll know instantly if you have MS or not. But it may just be you have all these peripheral neuropathies because you have degenerative disc disease. How much have you shrunk since you were 20 years old, LaFonta?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay, well, stand on a hard surface like a kitchen or bathroom. Have somebody else keep the pen parallel with the floor, put a dot on the door jamb, measure from the floor to the dot, and see how much different it is. Because the odds are, with all this stuff going on, peripheral neuropathies and low back pain, fractures, you have degenerative disc disease, and you have shrunk significantly. So give us a call with all this data. We'll walk you through this. And what would you do for the weight loss, Shar?
ASAP.
There you go. Go ahead and get yourself a bottle a month of the ASAP. Put a dropper full under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal. Leave it absorb through your oral tissues. Do not swallow it. It will not hurt you if you swallow it, but you won't get maximum benefit. Leave it absorb through your oral tissue, and after about 2 or 3 days, you should start losing a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And the magic here, LaFont, is you will not gain the weight back as long as you stay on the 90 essential nutrient approach for body weight. And you'll pretty much be on all of this at the same, because, 5'8", I'd like to see you weigh 165, 175, which is closer to 200 pounds than 100 pounds. So you do need the double dose of everything a day, okay? That's 2 doses a day, double dose a day, and that will be correct for your weight. Okay, Doug, how much time we have here?
About 2 seconds.
Well, 2 seconds. I'll remind you, get a hold of my new book, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Disease Transmission. Get a hold of the new DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and the new CD, Public Enemy Number 1. You know who they are. We'll be back after these messages.
Fish has been thought of as a brain food for eons, but it's not the fish that's key. It's actually the essential fatty acids, EFAs, or omega-3s found in fish, called essential because they're necessary for good health and your body can't make them. So they must be consumed through diet or supplementation. Youngevity has developed the perfect supplement in SmartFX, an acronym for Sustained Memory and Retrieval Time, a concentration of DHA and EPA, both members of the omega-3 family, supporting neural path function and cardiovascular health for optimal mental concentration, awareness, focus, and agility. If you've got a mentally demanding career, you're a student crunching for the big test, or just want to maintain health for a sense of well-being, try SmartFX from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
With increasing rates of osteoporosis, it's becoming more and more evident that most Americans have low blood levels of calcium. Some would say,
I get all the calcium I need from dairy products.
Unfortunately, that's just not true. Besides, most dairy products are homogenized and can contain steroids and antibiotics that kill off good bacteria in the digestive system. Not to mention, the human body needs magnesium to make use of dietary calcium. That's why Youngevity developed OsteoFX Plus, containing bioavailable plant-derived forms of vitamin D3, calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, and glucosamine sulfate. OsteoFX Plus is formulated to support healthy bones and joints. Not to mention, OsteoFX Plus tastes great, unlike other products that taste like chalk or dirt. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hi, Coast to Coast listeners. I'm Kay Zwirling from KSCO Radio in Santa Cruz. I'm 93 years old, and I'm a big fan of George Norrie because his topics and guests are fascinating and really get you thinking. George is just as bothered as I am by all the advertising you hear for toxic prescription drugs that make you sicker, not healthy. I prefer to give my body all 90 essential nutrients it needs for life to prevent disease, not compound it. My favorite complete supplement is Beyond Tangy Tangerine from Youngevity, which I take every day along with EFA Plus and Beyond OsteoFX, which together are called the Healthy Start Pack. I recommend you go online to criticalhealthnews.com to purchase these products. That's criticalhealthnews.com or call 855-949-RADIO.
Back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to the Bronx, New York. And Sherry, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Sherry, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi, how can we help you?
Okay. I have arthritis in both of my knees, no cartilage. I've been getting gel shots for that. I have bronchitis, and I have sinus.
Okay, how long have you had bronchitis?
I lose some weight. Excuse me?
How long have you had bronchitis?
Okay, I've been diagnosed with bronchitis 2 years ago.
Okay, I mean, how long did you have the symptoms? For a year, 5 years, your whole life? I mean...
Well, maybe that I noticed, I'd say 4 years ago.
Okay, how much do you weigh, Sherry?
Dr. Wallach, I now weigh 245.
And how tall are you, dear?
I'm 5'5.5".
Okay, I'd like to see you weigh 145, so we got to lose 100 pounds. Okay, that's our goal here. And how tall are you? Well, you're 5'5" is what you said. Okay, yeah, we need to lose 100 pounds. Okay, Shar, this is a Shar thing. What would you do for Sherry? We have two major problems here. One is the arthritis, and the other one's the weight. The bronchitis is probably due to the gluten stuff catching up with her. So what would you do for her?
I get her on a gluten-free diet immediately, and I give her 2 healthy bone and joint packs, and give her the ASAP for the weight loss.
Okay, well, let's start there. As Shar said, let's get rid of all the bad stuff. No gluten, no wheat, no barley rye. I just want to maximize your absorption of nutrients. When you gain weight, you can absorb calories, but you can't absorb nutrients. That's why you have all these other diseases. Do you have any high blood pressure or diabetes?
Excuse me?
Do you have any high blood pressure or diabetes?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, here we go. Get your pen and paper out. Here we go. Like Shar says, I want you to have 2 of the healthy bone and joint packs per month. I want you to get an extra bottle of Osteo because I want you to take 3 ounces of Osteo a day because you weigh 245 pounds. So I want you to get an extra bottle of Osteo and 2 of the healthy bone and joint packs per month. So you can take 1 ounce of the Osteo at breakfast, 1 ounce at lunch, 1 ounce at dinner time. I also want you to get, in addition to the 2 healthy bone and joint packs, an extra bottle of glucogel because I want you to have 20 of those a day. I want you to have 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner, and 5 at bedtime with a glass of water. And then because you have the, because you have the weight problem, I want you to get 2 bottles a month of the ASAP, so you can take 2 dropperfuls, not a drop, but 2 dropperfuls of the ASAP under your tongue, 1 dropperful under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal, a second dropperful under your tongue 15 minutes before each meal. They require 2 bottles a month. Leave them absorb through your oral tissue. Do not swallow them. It won't hurt you if you swallow them, but you won't get the maximum absorption. Within a couple of days a week, you'll be losing a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And the magic here, Sherry, is as long as you stay on the 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month, okay, you'll never gain the weight back because all this is due to mineral deficiencies, okay? And I think you'll be very, very happy. You're going to start seeing results very quickly, but it's got to be drop-dead gluten-free. 2 healthy bone and joint packs. You can use the CM cream that comes with that for pain relief of your knees, any other back, any other joints that have the problem. And let's go from there. I think you'll be a new woman pretty quickly here. Give us a call every couple of weeks. I want to know your weight. I want to know how your arthritis is doing. And let us know how that bronchitis and sinusitis is doing. Okay, how much time we got here, Doug?
You got about 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Well, again, I'm going to take it, remind everybody about my new book out, Epigenetics, The Death of Genetic Disease Transmission. It goes through many of the thousands of failed medical theories over the years, including genetics, including how the saturated fat and cholesterol being the cause of cardiovascular disease. Oh, there was a big mistake. Okay. Prions do not cause mad cow disease. And lack of exercise and eating too much does not cause being overweight or obese. Okay? Diabetes is not caused by genetics. It's a simple deficiency of a single mineral. We've known that one for 70 years. All this is in the book, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Disease Transmission. The book, Rare Earths Been Cures. Okay? And we're very, very excited about it. The CD, Public Enemy #1. Well, thank you, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. Great testimonies today. Great questions. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Gold isn't for you? Ted Anderson, president of Midas Resources, one of the world's premier gold and precious metal investing firms. I get it. You wouldn't buy gold if you believed that the government is doing a great job, that the Fed will stop handing out trillions of dollars like bailout candy, that Social Security would be there for you. That's not what's happening. You might even pass on gold if the stimulus package wouldn't fuel inflation, or that the dollar wouldn't lose value, or that your retirement would be secure. If all looks rosy to you, then now is not the time to buy gold. For the realists, there have never been more sobering reasons to diversify with gold. Since 2001, the U.S. dollar index has tanked 30% while gold has risen 300%. Right now, savvy investors are adding gold to their portfolios. You should too. Find out what they know. Call us and I'll send you 10 reasons why gold will do very well, free. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.